It always tells us when there's a recording in progress. So
Got it?
Yeah. We have several folks joining us today who, let's see here. We have Miss Alicia from the Hiawatha Public Library. Welcome back, Miss Alicia.
Thank you, Erin. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. And thanks as always, Erin.
I don't know if any of you guys have been back to the Hiawatha Library lately since they did their great big expansion project, but it is beautiful in there. Go stop by sometime if you can. It's
yes,
awesome.
Please come and see us.
It's super cool. And let's see. So we have Cannon and Boston joining us. I like that you're sideways. I kind of want to just do this now. And then before you guys joined us, we also had Madeline and Milena joining us. Is it Milena?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I always want to like second guess myself because I know someone else who's named Melina and she spells it the same way. Very tricky.
Madeline.
Elizabeth. I don't know if you guys can tell, but Madeline and Milena are wearing their Halloween costumes, and unfortunately you missed one costume already because Miss Madeline had a costume change already. She had a wardrobe change. She's already been through 2 costumes and I haven't even put one on. So welcome, ladies. Thank you for the awesome costumes, and welcome, gentlemen. Oh, you're right side up now. Awesome. Okay, so I am Miss Erin. If you haven't been to the Cedar Rapids Museum of Art, where I work, come stop by and check us out. If you put your masks on and come visit us at the museum, you might be able to pick up one of these. Let me see if I can get it closer. So we have some glow-in-the-dark googly eye stickers that are free if you want to go pick them up at the museum. All you have to do is go to the front desk and tell them that you want some Doodlebug stuff, and they will give you a little pouch of googly eyes that glow in the dark, and they're stickers. So all you have to do is peel the backs off of them and stick them down. They'd be a really cool addition to today's art project, which I will get to in just a second. And if you happen to stop by for art supplies at the museum, since you're there, just maybe pop in and check out the artwork that's on display in the galleries. The project, the theme for today's Doodlebugs class is night animals. Because it's Halloween, it's spooky season, I thought it would be fun to do some not spooky animals necessarily, because I don't think they're spooky, I think they're cool, but animals that are always kind of up and doing their thing at night. So yes, Miss Milena, did you have a question?
Well, are we going to do some animals that are related to Halloween, like bats, spiders, black cat?
Yes.
And
And the best part is that you get to pick. So right now I'm not going to get into it. We'll talk about that more in a second, but you'll get to pick which animals you want to do. So if you visit the museum and if you visit the galleries to look at the artwork that's on display right now, we actually have quite a few nighttime animals that are in the artwork that's on display. So for example, we have a statue of a lion because lions go hunting at nighttime. We have one of my favorite pieces. It's actually, okay, so this is kind of complicated and I'm going to try to show you a picture of it, but it's 7 sections that are all one big piece of artwork. The artist's name is Amy Whitty, and it's called the 7 Deadly Twins. So it's 7 pieces and each one has a pair of twins in it. What she does is she goes out and she finds old abandoned photographs, and these just happen to all be pairs of twins. And then she takes other stuff, like she uses some collage materials, she uses paints or inks, she uses encaustic wax. So it's got a cool like layered effect. So I'm going to try to share my screen so that you can see. Now, hopefully this will work because I had issues with this last time. Hopefully you'll get to see this. So this is a picture. Can y'all give me a yes if you can see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So this is some of the bigger sized, here's what it looks like all together. So these are all 7 of the pieces that are all in the one piece. It's hard to explain. Anyway, the a couple of these actually have little critters in them. I don't know if you can see this one very well. I'll get my cursor off of it. It has some little creepy crawlies, some dragonflies, some flying flutterbugs. I can't really tell what they are. And then some of the other pieces have other animals. This one has butterflies in it. This one down here I love because it has a big spider hanging down from the top. It's creepy, isn't it? I love these. My favorite part about this too is she was talking about how there's a good twin and an evil twin, but not really. But the good twins always have a little halo over their head. They're the good one. I just thought they were super cool. So that inspired me to do a project today with nighttime animals and maybe some creepy crawlies. And we will get to that in just a few moments. But first, I have a story for you that is all about night animals. So I don't know if you've ever seen this book before. We have read it in Doodlebugs a couple of times, but it's been a long time since we've seen each other in person. This one is one of my favorite books because it's really cute and it's funny and it's a little bit spooky at first. Miss Alicia, did you have a question?
I was going to tell you, this morning it was on our poll list, and I thought, I hope Erin has that book because it's on the poll list today. I love that book.
Yes, this is one of the ones where I had to actually buy a copy for myself because I like it so much, and I don't want to risk the library having all of theirs checked out when I need it. Yes, Miss Milena.
I just watched. It just so happened that I just watched a Curious George episode about night animals.
Oh, cool. What kind of animals did they have?
Raccoon, bat, possum.
Ooh.
Wait, is that a possum on the cover of the book?
I think it might be. All right, so we're gonna read this together and hopefully you can see the pictures pretty well. It's called Night Animals by Gianna Moreno. And I love the picture, so hopefully you'll get to see them. They're mostly black because it's nighttime. So there's just darkness and some little eyeballs. I don't know if you can see them okay. Night animals. So there's one of your night animals. What one is that?
Skunk.
It's a skunk.
Awesome.
He looks pretty nervous, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, Possum, what are you doing in there? Shh, I'm hiding. What are we hiding from? Night animals. Now, keep quiet.
They are night
Oh,
animals.
I like that in the dark, you can see the skunk's eyeballs and his little stripe. That's funny.
They are night animals.
Yeah. And we can only see one of these eyes right now. He must be looking to the side at the skunk.
And I can see that there's like a line and there's like a half circle with a line, so it looks like the possum is glaring at the skunk.
Yes, he's going, be quiet. Can you move over? Let's find somewhere else. They're kind of cramped in there, aren't they?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Aroo! I like how they even made the word travel over the page like the sound does. Did you hear something? Are you trying to scare me? I like how it looks like the skunk is going tap, 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 like tapping his shoulder to get his attention. Help me! Help you! But you're a wolf! Ah! Oh, look, what's happening to our possum friends?
That's definitely a possum.
You see this right here?
It looks like he's about to play dead, or maybe he's just fainting. We can't tell. There's the wolf. What does the wolf have to be afraid of? Why does he need help? Interesting. But something is following me. What is it? Oh, he does look very nervous. Oh, yep. Possum is fainted. He fell down on the ground.
No,
I don't think that this tree is a very good hiding spot for the skunk. It doesn't look like it's hiding much of him, does it?
I want to tell you something.
Yes.
I don't think this possum fainted. I think the possum's playing dead.
He might be playing dead. It's hard to tell. We don't know if he's pretending or if he really did faint. It's big and hairy with long, sharp claws. Oh, what could this be? What does it look like?
Tell her.
Bull bear.
It might be a bear. Look at that. He's going, oh no. And down here, our poor little friend Possum, I'm not here. He is playing dead, just like you said. You guys gotta help me. Something huge is coming. What? The bear is now scared? He says something huge is following him? He's huge. What's huger than a bear? Oh, what can be bigger than a bear? Says the wolf. Why is the sky getting darker? Oh, look at our possum friend. He's upside down now. He's being carried away by the skunk, by his tail. Night animal, run, hide. Oh no. What is so scary that all of these critters are scared of it? What could it be? Stop! Oh, look, they're all really scared. They're looking up at the sky. Oh, there's a possum. Who says stop? What is this? It's a bat.
What's this about?
What are you so scared of? We're scared of night animals. Look at the bat is just hanging upside down, checking stuff out. And they're hugging because they're so scared. The bat's talking now. He says, but you are night animals. I love this picture because you look how big the moon looks behind him. It's big. It's such a cool
It's like
picture.
a ball, kind of.
It does. It's the same shape as a ball. Oh. And over here, did you hear something? I don't know if you can tell. What does this look like back here? I wonder who's saying, did you hear something? All the rest of the critters figured out that they are night animals. so they don't have to be scared of night animals. But somebody over here is getting nervous. Oh, what is happening in this picture?
People.
Oh, people, and it looks like they're in a tent. And they're flashing a flashlight at all of our animals. It says, click, turning on the flashlight. Look how big all their eyes got too. Oh. Run, run, run. And poor little possum is just stuck there, frozen. All the people are running, all the animals are running, everybody's getting away, except our possum.
Except the possum.
Oh, it looks like something's happening to the possum again.
Oh,
Who is saying whoo, whoo?
owl.
Probably an owl. It looks like it's coming from up above in the tree. That makes sense. That's where owls kind of hang out, right? And aren't owls night animals too? Mm-hmm. Oh, oh. He's playing dead again. And we have little eyeballs in the dark. Okay, so I thought that this book and the artwork that I showed you by Amy Whitty that had the little creepy crawlies in it, I think all of that inspired me today. So if you're ready, let's do an art project with a night animal or maybe lots of night animals. Does everybody have a piece of black paper? Oh, good. Awesome. Now, how about, let's see, I have broken pieces because I always use mine and they break, but either a white crayon or a piece of white chalk or something white to write with. Does everybody have something? Good, good, good. Okay, so.
This color is even called ghost white.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect for today. So what I thought we'd start with, since we have black paper, that works great for nighttime, right? Just like in our book, everything was dark in the background. I'm going to put it against the book so I have something hard. So we're going to add a great big moon, just like in the book. So I have a couple of different ways you could do this. This is my crayon, and I'm going to show you how to do a crayon version and a chalk version. So you can try both of them at home if you want to. But here's a couple, ooh, stuff is falling off my desk. Here's a couple of examples. This one is crayon and this one is chalk. So I'll show you how to do both of them. Here's the big important part, and you might not like this. It sounds really crazy at first. Bear with me. If you have a really long crayon or a really long piece of chalk, it might actually help to snap it into smaller pieces like this. This is about half of a crayon. I know it sounds crazy. You're not supposed to break crayons usually, but I almost always do because I think they're easier to use that way. And I took the wrapper off because I am going to use it sideways instead of pointy. So has anybody done this before? Yeah, Melena's nodding. Yes. Okay, so let's see if I can get this so I can show you what I'm doing. So if you hold it sideways against the paper and then make a circle, hopefully I can do this because I am not looking at what I'm doing. I'm looking at my screen instead. So I'm going to make a big circle. You know what? I'm going to make this moon really big. It's growing. It's growing. And you might have to push kind of hard if you have a crayon. Crayons are going to make a lighter mark than the chalk will. So just keep doing this until you have a moon about the size that you want. It looks a little messy right now. I'm not really doing it very well because I'm not looking at it. So I'm just gonna take a second and do it on my table. Okay, so here's a moon. It's not really super perfectly round. I'm not good at drawing really, really perfect circles, but that's okay because it's supposed to be kind of spooky. Okay, so I'm pushing really hard to make it as dark as I can. That's what I got so far. Now, you don't have to do this part, but if you want to make it look like your moon is glowing a little bit, just take the same way you were holding the crayon before, sideways instead of pointy, sideways, and just around the outside edge of your moon, really lightly, like barely touching the paper, just add a little extra color around the edge. Can you see how that looks? It's very light compared to the rest of my moon. But if you do that all the way around, it'll look like it's glowing a little bit. Again, you don't have to do this part, but it's kind of cool if you want to. And Miss Milena, I like how your moon is off to the side.
It's only partway showing.
Yeah. So there's my crayon moon. On the other side of my paper, I know you guys don't have your chalk, but in case anybody watching this later wants to do the chalk version, this is exactly the same way that we did the crayon version, but with chalk, you don't have to push as hard. So I'm gonna make kind of a circle. My circles are not great even when I'm facing my paper. This is really, really lumpy moon. Okay. All right, so I have mostly a circle. I'm gonna fix it just a little bit so that I can see it. Oops. My chalk tried to roll away from me. Silly chalk. Ah, it did it again. Okay, so whoops. I'm adding a lot of color to my moon. I want it kind of, I would say dark, but it's white, so it would be really, really light, I guess. Anyway, if you have chalk, you can make your chalk moon look like it's glowing too, just like we did with the crayons, but it's a little bit different. So you're going to take your best artist's tool that you come with already, your fingers, and you're going to kind of go like this. Really lightly smear the chalk right outside the edge of your moon. And as you smear it, it looks like the moon is glowing. You can do a little or a lot of glow. It's all up to you. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to do it down on the table so I can see what I'm doing. That way it looks a little less messy. Now, I'm going to smudge the whole circle, the whole moon, just so that it all kind of looks the same. Here's my glowy moon.
Look at it.
It looks pretty cool, right? And all it is chalk. If you have big fat sidewalk chalk, that works too. Whatever you got will work. Oh, that looks amazing. Ooh, I like how you did that. Let's see. So we have our moon. It looks awesome. Cannon, right?
Boston.
You're Boston. Okay, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. So since we have our moon all done, now we get to add the night animals. So Miss Milena, you said that you wanted creepy Halloween animals. That would be awesome. If you wanted to add bats or owls, what other animals were in our book?
There's one thing that's kind of hard with this.
What's that?
How can I draw black creatures if my paper is already black?
That is a very good question.
I've got an idea. I'll do a gray
Yes. That works. A pencil makes kind of a shiny gray line
Yeah.
on your black paper, but just for fun, test out a black crayon on maybe the backside of your black paper. See what it looks like. You can also test out other colors of crayons on your black paper and see what that looks like. I have, let's see what I have. What do I have? I have lost track of my crayons already. That is amazing. That did not take long at all. Here we go. So I have, let's see. This is a black crayon. Again, it's broken. All my crayons are broken. So I'm just going to use a black crayon to draw on top of my black paper. And I'm going to show you what it looks like.
Like a black pancake.
Great.
Okay, so mine is going to be kind of scribbly because I want to get it done really quickly so you can see it. But so it might not be finished when I show it to you. But let me see what I can get done. Ooh, scribble, scribble, scribble.
I draw the owl.
You drew an owl?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Thanks.
Okay, so Milena, can you see my black bat on top of my black paper?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a nice bat.
It's a really scribbly bat, but I did it really fast and that's okay. Sometimes scribbly is okay. But I did black crayon on top of black paper. And the cool thing about crayons is that when you use them to color with, if you push really hard, especially, they kind of make it shiny. So the black shiny part shows up really well on your black not shiny paper. It's kind of hard to see on screen, but in person, you can see it really well. And then if you want to use other crayon colors, let's see, I'm gonna get a green one. I have a whole green crayon. I don't know how that happened, but let's see. I could make some trees, since in our story anyway, we have forest night animals. I'll show you what my green crayon looks like on black paper. There, can you see it?
A little bit.
Just like when it's nighttime outside and it's hard to see
Can you
things,
see it, Milena?
that's what you get with crayons on
tree-
black paper.
tree
It's a little hard to see, but that's kind of the point because it's dark outside. Now, one of the other things you can do, if you want to add a nighttime animal,
What should do?
you can print one or color one and then cut it out. I made this. This is my Luna moth.
Look at it. Look at it.
Do you see my moth? So I have to show you guys, because Amy Whitty, her artwork had some butterflies and dragonflies and moths in it. I thought, oh my goodness, I'm gonna do a moth, because one of my favorite things is this guy. This is a Luna moth. Luna meaning moon. So this is a nighttime Luna moth. And one of my favorite things about them is look at their antennae. They're so fuzzy. I love them so much. And they're really, really big moths. So I cut the shape out. I just had the shape of one and I colored it in. And now, since I cut it out, I can put it on top of my moon. I can just glue it right on. I have a glue stick. And I'm going to put a little glue on the back. I'm going to stick her right on, stick her on my moon. So it looks like she's flying through the sky at night. Miss Milena, I see that you have some butterflies and moths there. Those would be really fun to use.
Yes.
What other pictures could we draw and then cut out?
I want to use one of these.
Couldn't I draw and cut out a picture of a bat or an owl or something like that too?
Yes.
I could. I could either draw it right on my picture, like I did with my bat. I could draw it right on there, or I could cut it out and stick it on like my Luna Moth. So you can do it however you want. In fact, we didn't talk about this, but if you want to use paint instead of crayons or chalk or something, paint would be cool too. You could make a white painted moon. Just be very careful because it could get really sticky. That way you don't accidentally use your fingers to make fingerprints all over. So let's see here. Oh, and I forgot one more thing. Remember how we talked about these that you could come get at the museum, the little glow in the dark googly eyes? That is so that you can add something like these. Remember in our story where it was so dark, all you could see was the little eyeballs? So you could do that with these little glow in the dark eyes. I'm going to open this packet. And see if I can get some eyeballs out and stick them on my picture so I can show you.
Okay, which one do you want?
Yeah,
This one?
So if you come pick up a packet of glow in the dark eyeballs, they come in all different sizes. You'll get a pouch that has lots of different sized eyes, which is kind of fun. Let's see if I can actually pick the backing off of here. There we go.
that rhymes too.
It does rhyme. If you want some of your critters in the dark to have only one eyeball, or maybe lots of eyeballs, what kind of night animal might have lots of eyes?
Spider.
A spider. Spiders have lots of eyes. What night animal might only have one eye?
Owl. Oh
Oh, an alien. Oh, that would be fun.
Or maybe,
That would be really fun.
or maybe an animal who's turning its head to the side.
Yes, just like in our book when we only saw one of the possum's eyes because he was looking to the side.
I've got an idea.
There's a couple of them. Yes, what's your idea?
What if you drew an animal like that one artist who drew like people facing to the side with two eyes?
Oh, Picasso.
Picasso.
Yes, we talked about Picasso a little while back. You could totally do that. You could give them a bunch of eyes or only one eye or anything. When it came to Picasso, there were no rules. He did lots of crazy stuff and it turned out kind of awesome.
Okay.
So you could totally do that.
Actually, I've got one open.
These little eyeballs have paper backing on them, just like regular stickers do. So sometimes the paper backing is hard to get
Which one do you want?
off. But once you do, they're stickers.
This
So
one
they
got-
stick right to the paper. You know,
Do you have any
almost. There we go.
tiny eyeballs?
We
So
do.
just like this.
Like them.
Oh, my paper is bending. There we go. So now I have a few little animals in the dark along with my Luna Moth.
That's beautiful, Miss Erin.
Well, thank you, Miss Milena. Miss Madeline, how is yours coming along?
Can you show your paper?
No, not quite.
Oh, no, not quite.
Not quite.
But it
Miss
is beautiful.
Madeline, what are you actually going to go trick-or-treating in? Which costume are you going to pick?
This one.
This one?
Mhm.
This one looks nice and warm too. If you're running around outside and it's cold out, it's always tough if you have a costume that doesn't keep you warm.
Oh,
So many sticker backs, a lot of paper trash. Hey, Mr. Boston, what does yours look like now?
mine looks like this.
Oh my goodness, look how
Oh,
cool
good.
that looks. Oh my goodness, your
know.
spider with all the eyes. Oh,
I want sticky
it's so good.
Okay.
I love that. I love it so much. Oh my goodness. Let's see, who else do we have? Let's see. Miss Madeline, are you ready?
I'm sure
Are you
we
ready to
are.
share? Hold on, let me see if I can get this back to, there we go.
No, I want two.
Do you want to hold? Do you want to wait? We can wait. Miss Milena, are you still working too?
I'm still working.
Still working. Okay. Look how hard they're working.
Stop. Too much. Okay, now flip it
Come
over.
on, stay on.
It's gonna be really, really stuck. That's good. Stop. It's gonna slide. All right, that looks good. Now hold it up. So
I
she
just
can-
need one more.
What?
Oh my goodness. That's awesome.
No, I
Miss
can't-
Alicia, are you arting along with us?
I've
I'm
been
making,
running in and out helping people,
Yes,
so
I'm
no,
making
I'm
my-
sorry. It's a
The
shame
library is
that,
busy and you're doing this from your desk at the library right now.
Yeah, and I typically I would close the door and just try to pay attention, total attention, but so many vacations right now, not ours, obviously, but I'm sorry, but I love the kids. They kind of humiliate me. No, they don't. No, I'm very, very excited. They are. Oh, sorry about the scary doll back there. That is my
Oh.
baby killer.
Yikes.
I know these projects are amazing, so I just enjoy seeing what the kids are doing. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
tell
thank
Miss
you.
Marta that we miss her because when Miss Marta joins us, we end up having her making stuff along with us. And she made I want to say it was a llama. She made a llama one time
Probably.
and
Yes.
it was amazing. We
She
love that.
She is a llama queen, yes. And she's currently very, very far away from here.
I want some.
Oh.
I want
In the land of aloha.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah.
Well, we miss her and her llamas. Oh, it looks like Miss Milena is ready to share. Let me spotlight you for everyone to see. Oh, you have sparkly stars in your sky.
Last one.
Yep, I put sparkly star stickers on.
That is such a good idea.
Now
Now, don't
And I
forget,
can-
you can still add other things. You can add more animals or you can add trees on the ground or anything you want to.
I
Don't feel
know.
like you have to be done right now if you don't want to be done.
I know that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't wanna
Just
be
checking. Just checking. And it looks like Miss Madeline is still working.
done.
All right.
This is
We
neat.
just have
Hey,
a couple more minutes. Oh, Miss Alicia, yes.
will you put yours up again, Milena?
Elena, put yours up again. She wants to see it.
I have to tell you, I think it's fascinating, and it reminds me of some illustration from a picture book, and I think what I'm thinking of is a very old book, and I'm very old, called Sam and the Firefly. I think there's a page similar to that, and of course, I know you're not drawing is Sam an owl in that book? It just reminds me of that book. I'm gonna go see if it's on the shelf. I'll be back just a
I
second.
think he is an
Keep going
owl.
now. Let me see
I
if it's here.
remember that storybook. That's a good
Okay.
book. All right. So while you guys are finishing up, I wanted to double check because yes, next month at the museum, or not at the museum, it'll be back here with me. I'm doing Doodlebugs from home still. The next Doodlebugs class will be November 24th, and it's called, are you ready for this? All Sheeps and Sizes. So there will definitely be sheep involved in next month's class. One of my favorite pieces from the museum that's on display right now, and usually on display, it's up in the Marvin Cone gallery. Marvin Cohn was one of our local Cedar Rapids artists, lived here for a long time, was best friends with Grant Wood, if you remember us talking about Grant Wood before. But Marvin has this giant painting of like looking down off of a hillside over what looks like Iowa, but it's big hills and big clouds in the sky, and there's a bunch of sheep in it. We actually surprisingly have a lot of sheep on display at the museum. It's weird, but I thought we'd do that next month because sheep are awesome. Miss Alicia, did you have something to share with us? I can't see it right now.
Oh, first of all, I was gonna say, I don't know, your clever titles. They're just all shapes and sizes. Okay, that's all we need to say. I was just gonna say the book Sam and the Firefly, that sparked a memory for me, Milena's artwork, and it is not in today, which is a good thing. Somebody's reading it. Okay, I'll be quiet.
Yay! This is the perfect time of year to read Sam and the Firefly too. It's starting to get dark earlier at night, so there's a lot more moonlight. So what better time to read books about moons and night animals? All right, here's our last chance to share before we end class for today. So let's see, Boston and Cannon, do you want to share what you've been working on? I'm going to spotlight it so everyone can see you. Oh, did you add a ghost?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's a moth.
You added a moth and cut it out and stuck it on your moon. Oh, it's so cool. Seriously, I love your spider. Your spider is the best thing ever.
Thanks.
And I think we lost Madeline and Milena, so we'll hopefully get to see them again next time. But maybe we'll see you guys next time too, in November when we talk about sheep. Sound good? Hopefully we'll get to see you.
Thanks.
Thank you. And don't forget to stop by the Museum of Art sometime and pick up your glow-in-the-dark eyeballs.
Okay,
They'll
thank
be
you.
there through,
Happy Halloween,
I think through
everybody.
Thanksgiving. So
Okay.
you got time.
All right, thank you very much. Happy Halloween.
Thanks. Happy
Thanks, Erin.
Halloween.
Thanks.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Thank you, Erin. Thank you.
So Madeline and Milena, you're back. Do you want to show us what your pictures look like right now before we say goodbye? Can you guys hold up your pictures one last time? Oh my, I love all the added detail. These look amazing. And the googly eyes. We love the googly eyes. All right, Madeline, do you want to show us before we say goodbye? And just like always, if you want, you can send us pictures later and we'll post them online. Wow. Oh my goodness. I love that you got all the stickers out. Look at all the cool things in your picture. Just keep going. This picture might have so many animals in it, you can't even see the moon anymore. All right. So like I was saying, next time we have all shapes and sizes. That will be our November class on November 24th. But in the meantime, you have plenty of time to pop into the museum and pick up your glow-in-the-dark sticky eyeballs. So they will be at the front desk until Thanksgiving. So if you have a chance to pop by, you can get your free Doodlebugs supplies from the front desk. And then we will maybe hopefully see you in November.
Okay, do they have parking right by the front of the museum or do you have to go park in the ramp? Do you know?
No, you don't have to park in the ramp. We have, I think there's metered street parking right in front on 3rd Avenue,
Okay.
but around back on 2nd Avenue, we have our own free parking lot. So
Okay.
Go ahead and park in there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Happy Halloween.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. All right, I just want to show me
Bye.
a picture.
Oh, she got the eyes
Oh.
on.
Perfect.
Mommy's going to be done
Perfect.
soon.
Thank you very much.
I'm not-
Bye.
No.
Bye, guys.